All right, welcome on in, everyone. My name is Coach Christian, and this is Coach Heather, and we are bringing you a Coach Care Connect daily virtual workout. Today, we're going to go through some fun stuff. We got a new warm-up for you, and then we'll get into our circuit today where we have 5 different moves. We're going to work through a 40-20 today, so 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest, and we'll go through those 5 moves 4 times. We're going to start with our warm-up. We're going to get you guys moving a little bit, and then we'll take you through our 5 moves. So we're going to start out with Heather here doing some alternating Spider-Man, excuse me. High plank position. We're going to walk 1 foot outside the hand. We're going to hold that, try to sink the hips down a little bit before we walk that foot back. There's 1 rep. Now we go to the other side. Good, same thing. Sink those hips down. Keep that back leg long. Boom, there's 2. We got 10 total reps, so 5 on each side here. Take your time. Feel the stretch in the lower body. Good, amazing. Now, workout today, again, we do need some weights. If you have a kettlebell, that will be perfect today, kind of a heavy-ish kettlebell, one that you can do some floor presses with, so some chest presses and some swings. So we've got a couple different exercises that we'll go through today, and we'll teach you how to do those here again after the warm-up. All right. Now, as you guys are finishing up your alternating Spider-Men, your next one's going to be on the hands and knees, so you can stay right there. Hands under the shoulders, knees are under the hips, and we're going to go into a quad Superman tuck. I'm getting my superheroes mixed up. Good. Opposite arm, opposite leg extends, and then we bring the elbow into the knee. Good, and then right back out. Hit 5 on one side before you flip it over for 5 on the other. Good, so 10 total reps. We'll kind of stick with that for most of our warm-up exercises. Very good. Want to try to create that straight line from your hand all the way to your back heel, right across your back. Squeeze your glute as you're kicking that heel back as well. Good. Amazing. Next one, we're going to come up to the feet. Cossack squat is the next one. So what you're going to do on this one is start with your feet nice and wide, and then we're going to squat on each side. So it's kind of like a side lunge a little bit where you're going to come down into it. Notice how Heather's outside heel turns and comes up. That's going to be the Cossack squat right here. You can stick it in as deep as you can. If you need to limit your range of motion a little bit, you can always do that as well. Biggest thing on this one is keeping the chest nice and tall, sinking the hips back almost like you're sitting back with each rep. So get that weight on the outside leg, drive off of it to get yourself back to even. Again, 10 total reps for 5 on each side there as well. Very good. Got to keep your balance on this one. Want to be under control, especially when you're down in those squatting positions there. All right, last one is going to be some single leg front to back hops. So on one leg here, small little line in front of you, you're going over and back 10 times on each leg. So 10 jumps on each leg, knock them out as quick as you can, get that heart rate spiked up, get ready to go on this one. You can do a quick little switch right into your other side. Don't need to pause there as well. Good. Now, if you guys are still warming up, that's perfectly fine. We're going to take you through our 5 movements today. So, first one, again, we are going to use kettlebells for everything today. So if you have those, amazing. If you're using dumbbells, we can also make those work as well. First one, we have our single arm floor press. Now, each round is going to be 40 seconds, which means we're going to have 20 seconds on each side to get some really quality reps. So one arm is going to hold the weight. The other arm should be right out to your side, kind of bracing the ground. Good. And then we're coming right up over the shoulder and back down. Now, you don't want the elbow in all the way down. You don't want it all the way up. You kind of want to find that middle ground on the shoulder press here. Now, a couple other things. Floor press, sorry, not shoulder press. A couple other things to focus on. Make sure your body is not moving. So as you come down, your shoulders and stuff are going to want to turn a little bit. Turn your core on. Make sure your feet are planted into the ground so nothing else in your body is moving. Everything's nice and stable as you're hitting your floor presses for 20 seconds on each side. Amazing. After that, you'll have a little 20-second break, and then we'll go into some kettlebell swings. Now, the swings, we're going to start out kind of in our gorilla position here. Heels back, hips back, almost like you're doing a deadlift here, and then we're going to take that momentum between the legs before we drive our hips forward to create momentum in our swings. Now, as you can see with Heather here, she keeps her back nice and flat as she comes down, so it's almost like a little mini deadlift, and then she drives her hips forward. That's where the momentum is going to be created with that kettlebell. Coming up to about shoulder height, don't need to go any higher than that. Don't really get anything more by going any higher. So those are our kettlebell swings. Exercise number 2. After that, we can throw the kettlebell off to the side a little bit. We have around the world planks. High plank position for this one. All we're going to do is keep our hips as stable as possible as we go around the world with each limb. So basically what it is lifting up each limb and trying to keep those hips stable. Now, this is 40 seconds, so if you need to take a quick little break in between the 40 seconds, that's perfectly fine. Your goal every single time we do this one is to spend as much time in your plank position as you can. Now, always the option right here, as Heather's showing us, to go down to the knees there as well. I would recommend trying to come up to the high plank for the lower body, but you can always stay on the knees for that as well as you're coming around the world. All right, after that, exercise 4. This is going to be our 2-point row. This one we are going to switch on at the halfway point in each round as well. Back leg nice and long in our little bent over position. 2 points of contact are our 2 feet on the ground, so we do not support that front leg. So as you're doing this one, your goal is to keep your core as tight as possible so your shoulders aren't moving around too much, and get a little extra core work in there as well. So you can see Heather's pulling up right to the bottom of the rib cage or top of the hip here, driving that elbow back, controlling on the way down. Amazing. Good, and then our last exercise of the day, we're going to get a little mobility work in here. No weight on this one unless you want to. We'll talk about that in a couple rounds. Overhead split squat. So nothing in our hands on this one. Hands go above the head. We split our stance. Good, and then it's going to be straight down, straight up. Seems really simple. This one's going to start to burn a little bit as we get into that second and third round. Want you to focus on the upper body here and the balance a little bit. So keep those arms straight above the head. Keep them right above your center of gravity. Notice how Heather's upper body, her torso stays very upright. So I don't want you to lean forward. I don't want you leaning back. Your spine should be in a nice neutral position. So we'll talk about that one again as we go, but we'll split it up 20 seconds on each side there as well. All right, those are our 5 moves. We have 4 rounds of those 5 moves to get through our circuit today. Why don't you grab your weights and we'll get going in about 30 seconds, team. All right, so let's get set up for that single arm floor press, and we are going to get started with this one right away. Grab your kettlebells on our backs. Again, on this one, you want to make sure you're connected to the ground, so feet are on the ground, your opposite hand right at your side. I'm going to get the timer rolling, and let's get started with this one, team. 10 seconds. All right, single arm floor presses, again, 20 seconds on each side. Let's start off strong, team. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, let's do it. All right, so 20 seconds on each side. Don't want to waste our 20 seconds, so we got to have a quick transition in between as well. That's how we maximize each round. Only got 10 seconds left here. Now, as you transition, you got to quickly get it over to that other side and start repping it out. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's switch. 20 down, 20 to go. There we go. Now, again, let's talk about those elbows, right? We don't want them too wide, don't want them too tight. Find that middle ground. Have that opposite arm at your side to eliminate the extra movement in the body. Keep your core tight, always squeezing it. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, and done. 20 seconds. All right, kettlebell swings coming up next. Let's find our feet on this one. Again, we want to start out in kind of that position with the kettlebell in front of us, back nice and flat. Create that momentum with the hips. So as you're coming forward, hips are coming, glutes are engaged. That's where we're creating momentum. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, let's do it. Now, 40 seconds, got a lot of time to find a groove for your kettlebell swings. Find it and then hold on to it for the 40 seconds. Again, you want to come up to do about shoulder height. Want to focus on the hips. The hips come back as that kettlebell comes down, and then they drive forward. That's where that momentum, again, is coming from. Halfway through, 20 seconds. Good. Keep your back flat. We got to keep that core tight to ensure our back stays flat. We got the soft bend in the knees, and that's going to make sure you feel the hamstrings a little bit at the bottom. Good. 7 seconds. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, and done. Amazing. Kettlebell swings are done. We're going around the world plank next, so you can get rid of that weight. Got a little bit of strength, a little bit of power in there. Our floor press is going to be a little strength. Our swings are going to be more of our power. Now we get some core work in our around the world plank. 40 seconds of it. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Take a little trip around the world here. You get to decide where you're going. Maybe on a beach, maybe somewhere else. I don't know. The beach is always the good one to say, right? Maybe you don't like beaches. Maybe you want to be in a jungle or on an adventure. But wherever you're going, make sure your hips are nice and stable. It's key on every trip. Good. You're halfway through, though. 20 seconds. Again, taking your time. Don't need to rush through this one. I would rather have 10 trips around that are more quality than 20 trips that are just very, very quick. Same with regular life, too. You'd rather take some big quality trips rather than a bunch of little trips. I don't know. 3, 2, 1, and done. All right. Around the world plank done. We have our 2-point row coming up. Again, we're going to split our stance. We're not going to support the front leg. We got 20 seconds on each side to pull into the bottom of that rib cage. So 7 seconds. Getting set up here. Make sure that back leg's nice and long. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. There it is. Straight line all the way from that back heel up to the shoulder here. Again, as we rotate or as we pull, the core doesn't rotate, though. That's the core stability we're creating in this exercise. Core stability, really good. It helps us in so many different things throughout our life. In 2, 1, switch sides quick for me. Halfway through now. Pulling into the other rib cage. I love it. Good. So talking about a little bit more about that core stability. It's something that helps us out in all of our movements. So in our squats and our overhead split squats coming up, core stability is going to be key. 3, 2, 1, and done. Core stability is what's going to help you keep that upper body upright and keep squatting throughout the full range of motion without having to take breaks here. So as you come up, again, hands are right above the head. Keep them long. Keep the torso upright. Split those stances straight down, straight up. 20 seconds on each side. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. There we go. Now, our goal on this one with our feet, we don't want to be too wide. You want to be able to, at the bottom, just like Heather's doing right here, should be almost like a tabletop. If I had a glass of wine or something and I put it right on her leg and she held it down there, it wouldn't fall. That would be the goal. In 3, 2, 1, switch those sides. A glass of wine because it's a little bit more of a problem if you spill a glass of wine versus if you spill a glass of water. A lot harder to clean up. Good. Last 5 seconds. Just ensures you keep that good form. 3, 2, 1, and done. You got 30 seconds in between our rounds here. So 1 round down. We got 3 more to go. 3 more. Get a little bit of water. Do what you need to do. And then in about 20 seconds, we're going to start out with that single arm floor press again coming your way. All right, team. Got 10 seconds here, so let's start getting set up for that floor press. Again, you are going to go 20 seconds on each side, so you got some time. This time, let's try to move it just a little bit faster. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So last round, we got to feel it out a little bit. This round, I want to make sure that kettlebell's moving a little bit quicker. Don't need to be repping out 1,000 reps in your 20 seconds on each side, but I want to make sure you're moving that kettlebell with a purpose and getting some reps done here. Good. 2 more reps. 3, 2, 1, and switch. Other side. Quick transition right back into it. Now, if you're someone like me, I count my reps. I'm like a number freak sometimes where I am making sure that I do the exact same amount of reps on one side as the other. Will 1 rep on one side more than the other matter? Probably not. 2, 1, rest. All right, we got swings coming up next. But my point to that was I'm always counting, making sure. If you want to do that, amazing. If you want to go 20 seconds hard on each side, and hopefully it kind of evens out, amazing. No right or wrong way there. For the swings, let's do it again. You guys know what to do. Hips are moving the kettlebell. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Good. Really emphasize those hips this time. Last time, we talked about it a little bit. This time, I want you to do it. As those hips come forward, squeeze your glutes. If I were to take a stick and poke you in the glute, it should be turned on as those hips come forward. Good. If you have someone close to you and they have a stick and they want to poke you in the glute to make sure your glutes are on, I would love that. Good. 15 seconds now. Keep on working. Drive the hips back. Fire the glutes forward. 10 seconds. Good. You've created that momentum. You've got the pattern down now. Keep holding. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Amazing. 20 seconds. You got around the world planks coming up next. This is our one core move when in reality all of our moves are pretty core heavy today except for our floor press. Still got some core in there though. But all right, around the world plank. Where are you going on your trip this round? Let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Now, this round will be our last normal round of our around the world planks. We're going to have some caveats to our trips around the world in our next couple rounds. We might stay in some places a little bit longer than others. You know, just like any good trip, you don't want to just, be in the same spot for the whole trip. You want to move around a little bit. We'll see. 20 seconds, though. You guys are still working here. Again, as you lift each limb, try not to let those hips sway side to side. It's going to be challenging. A lot of time in your high plank position today. 8 seconds. Good. Keep working. Keep working. In 3, 2, 1, and done. Amazing. All right, around the world plank done. We got our 2-point rows coming up. Again, we're going to have that back leg nice and long, straight line from our heel to our shoulder, and then we're pulling into the bottom of the rib cage. All right. Here we go, team. Got 5 seconds. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Again, with 20 seconds on each side. You don't want to waste it. We want to go after it right away. Okay, next round, we're going to add a little tempo on this one as well. We're going to go on tempo on the way down. That's next round, so round 3. We're going to add a little work into our around the world plank and our 2-point row. 3, 2, 1, switch those sides. Other side. Good, good. Again, pulling in, getting that full range of motion, keeping the chest nice and stable so the core is not rotating. Good. 6 seconds. Get those best reps of the round right here. 3, 2, 1, and done. 20 seconds. Overhead split squat to finish up our second round to get to our halfway point in this workout. Let's do it. Again, hands are going to be above the head. Keep that torso upright. Keep the spine in that neutral position. Here we go. 5 seconds. Got 20 seconds on each side. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Good. Straight up, straight down. I love it. I love it. Keep both feet connected into the ground. You want to try to push up through that front heel. That's what's going to get you back up to the top there. Back heel's back there to help you control, help you stay stable. 3, 2, 1. Switch those legs. Other side. Good. Earn that 30-second break coming up before we get back into our third round. We're going after it today. Good. 10 seconds. Good. Best reps when those legs start to burn a little bit. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, and done. 30 seconds. Grab a quick little drink of water. We got 2 rounds down. We got 2 more to go, team. 2 more. Good, good. All right. Got about 12 seconds here. Single arm floor press coming your way next. Nothing changes this round. We go over 20 seconds on each side. Quality reps is the focus. Let's do it. 4 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Good. Right back into your presses. Right back to work. Round 3. Getting after it today. Again, lots of different kind of styles today. You got some strength work here with our floor presses, and then we got a little bit of power with the swings. We'll go into that again. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and switch those sides. Other side. There we go. Now, keep on working. You got 10 seconds. We are getting there. Powering through, making these last few reps look like your first couple from today. 2, 1, and done. All right, kettlebell swings coming at you again. Nothing special. This round, if you want to add a little spice, a little flair to it, if you want to go single arm swings and do hand-to-hand swings or anything like that, you can. Or if you want to stick with the regular kettlebell swings, that's also perfectly fine. Your choice today. Let's just knock it out to the best of your ability. 2, 1, let's go. Good, good. So we got to meet you where you're at. And if you're someone that's done a lot of kettlebell swings in your life and you want to challenge yourself a little bit more with those hand-to-hand swings or something like that, do it. If you're someone that's still learning the kettlebell swing and you're trying to get that form down and just make sure everything is perfect, then just stick with the regular swing. No matter where you're at, we want to give you an option that works the best for you. 15 seconds here. Good. If you're having any issues with any of these movements today, make sure to go in and see your coach, your local Anytime Fitness. They have a plan that's ready for you to get you to your goals. Last 4 seconds here, team. 3, 2, 1, and done. Around the world plank, let's take a trip. This time, each trip you're going to hold for 2 seconds. So as each limb comes up, it's a 2-second hold. You got to stay an extra night at that place before we move on to the next place. So think of it like a cruise. You just have one night in a bunch of different spots. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Good. Spend that extra night with each limb. That's enough analogies for the day. We're just holding each one for 2 seconds. I'm all out of my analogies. All right, now this one's going to feel a lot different than the last couple rounds, though, because we're taking a little bit of time. You got to hold that unstable position for a second. Now you really get to see how much those hips want to move with each lift. Good, good. Keep working. You got 10 seconds. You're almost there. Only one round of these out on the other side. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. All right, done with that one. 2-point rows coming up next. Let's take a couple big deep breaths. Let the core breathe a little bit there. Now, the 2-point row, we're going to add a little tempo to this one as well. 3 seconds on the way down. So as you pull, amazing, and then 3 seconds coming down. Now, 20 seconds on each side. You're not going to get a ton of reps here. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Good. Take that time now. Here's the tough part of this one is the core, because as you're coming down, the shoulders, they want to turn with you, right? But you got to keep that core tight so the shoulders, the hips, they all stay square to in front of you. Good. Give me one more good rep on this side. 3, 2, 1, and switch. Same thing. Drive that elbow back and then take 3 seconds. Slow it down, slow it down. Perfect, perfect. Then we get to finish out with our overhead split squat coming next. Good. 5 seconds. Got one more in you. 3, 2, 1, and done. All right. 20 here. Split squats. Finishing up round 3 before we get into our last round of the day. Let's knock these out. Now, let's go after it a little bit. No tempo I'm throwing at you on this one. Just good form. Get our mobility working. Hands above the head. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Again, I want you to focus on that front heel. Pushing through that front heel to get you back up to the top. Good. Getting a good 90-degree bend in those knees. A couple more on this side. Again, 30-second break on the other side to get you ready for that last round. 3, 2, 1. Switch up your legs. Switch them up. Perfect. And right back into your work today. You guys are working hard, earning it today, getting after it, getting closer to your goals, 1 rep at a time. That's all we can do. Good. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. All right, 3 rounds in the bag. We got 1 more to go, team. 1 more. 5 exercises, 40 seconds apiece, and you are out of here and on with the rest of your day. Again, this one's going to feel pretty good on the other side, knowing that you crushed this all 4 rounds today. We are going to stick with some of our tempo from that last round, so make sure we're ready for that. Got about 10 seconds to get ready for your single arm floor press. Good, good. All right, 5 seconds. Pick a side, any side. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. And I'm not giving you tempo or anything on this exercise. The only ones that are going to change, and they're going to be just like last round, are around the world planks and our 2-point rows. We're going to stick with our tempo on those, but everything else, you know what to do. Last time hitting these floor presses today, 5 more seconds on this side. Good. 3, 2, 1. Switch it up, other side. Right back into your reps. Amazing, team. Good. Really pressing through, taking that kettlebell. If you could, throw it up. Get it up there. Moving it quick. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. All right, 20 seconds. Swings. You guys know what to do on these swings. They've looked really good so far. Hopefully, you're doing the right things here. Sticking the hips back, keeping the back flat. If you need to go a little bit slower and a little bit lighter, I would rather have you do that than struggle through these reps. So next time you're in with your coach, great one to work on as well. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Good, good. And then if I was with you, I could do things like throw your kettlebell back down, make you work just a little bit harder to kind of stop some of that momentum, make the core, make the back, the posterior chain work a little bit harder. I'm not going to do that today because I'm not with you. Good, but we got 20 seconds to go. 20 seconds. Oh, Heather's throwing in the hand-to-hand swings again. Great option if you want it. Giving me what you got today. Still driving those hips forward, though, no matter what option you're doing. We're still focusing on the same things with this movement. Here we go. 5 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, and done. 20 seconds. Around the world planks. Let's take one more trip around the world here. Now, last time we did 2 seconds, and we're going to stick with that. Same thing again. 2-second pause. Spending a quick overnight at each location. And then getting back on the cruise ship. Here we go. Let's do it, team. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Good. Quick little pause. Do not let those hips move. The less hip movement, the better on this one. Keep that core tight. Actively squeeze it. Before you lift that limb up, think brace. How am I going to squeeze my core so nothing moves, and then lift that limb up? Good, good. Halfway, 20 seconds. Good. Keep fighting it. I know this one's challenging. We're working hard today. We're getting closer to where you want to be, though. Remember that goal. Why are you working so hard? It gets a little easier if you put it right in front of you. 5 seconds. Good. In 3, 2, 1, and done. 20. All right, 2 more exercises today. We got our 2-point row and our overhead split squats. We're going to start out with the 2-point rows. 3 seconds on the way down again. So drive that elbow back, control, control, control. Count it out in your head. Get that full 3. That time under tension is key. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Building up some back strength today. Posterior side of the body often gets left out in a lot of our training programs, a lot of different exercise kind of modalities. But we're going to be strong pullers, especially if you're doing a lot of Coach Care Connect videos. 3, 2, 1, switch those sides. Good, good. Now, we are very strong pushers as humans. A lot of our body is set up to be stronger pushers than we are pullers, but we can kind of bridge the gap and we can close it and become stronger pullers. Last 5, 3, 2, 1, and done. Throw those weights off to the side. We have one more set of our overhead split squat. Now, let's do some fun stuff on this one. Let's take a little bit of time on the way down. Go slow, slow, slow. Pop back up. Slow, slow, slow. Pop back up. I'm not even going to give you a time. You decide how long you want to take on the way down. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Last round. Let's make it count, team. Make it count. Whatever you got to do to get the best burn you can today, let's do it right here. Amazing. You got 10 more seconds on this side. You can really focus on burning it out and getting everything you can out of this workout right here. 3, 2, 1. Switch them up. Other side. Get right down into it. Keep going, team. Finish this one like you know you can. Your body is strong. You've worked hard to get to this point in the workout. Keep on going. 7 seconds. Good. In 3, 2, 1, and done. There it is, team. Amazing, amazing job. Grab some water. Take a quick little break here before we stretch you out. Good, good. Really good job today. This one is going to be one of those where you got a lot of strength work in today, a little bit of time under tension. With 5 moves, we spent a little bit more time with each muscle group than we have in the past Coach Care Connect videos. So if you're doing these a lot, you might be a little bit more sore after today, but that is okay. Soreness is your body telling you that you did a lot of good stuff for it, usually. Pain, not soreness. You got to be able to separate between those two things as well. But let's stretch you out. So let's go down to the ground on this one. Take a seat on our butts. We're going to start out with the old butterfly. Bringing the heels in together, keeping your chest nice and tall. Try to drive your shoulders back on this one. Good. And then don't push your knees down with your elbows. I want you to push your knees down with your knees. Sounds easy, right? But a lot of times we're so ingrained in our mind to lean forward and push our knees down when that's not really a great position we want to be in the butterfly. You want to keep that spine nice and long. You don't want to be hunched over in that position. Amazing. Good. Now take those legs right out in front of you, and we're just going to reach for the toes, leaning in front of us. Again, try to keep your back straight if you can. You're obviously going to have a little bit of a round on this one, but try not to feel it in the lower back or anything like that. If you are, maybe we just take the stretch and we rotate or take a couple deep breaths. You can always work on your breathing. But again, we don't want you to hurt yourself, especially as we're stretching after the workout. It's not a great time to hurt yourself. Good, good. Take that right leg, step it over the left. Yeah, right over the left. Then we're going to turn to our right. Had to do my leg. Which way am I turning here? Good. So use that knee a little bit to help you rotate the shoulders around. Good. That back hand will be for support. Take 2 really big deep breaths. Into the nose, up to the mouth. Get one more. And exhale. And then let's switch our sides. Other side. Good. Here we go. All right. Good. Again, 2 deep breaths. Knock them out. And when you are done with that, I know it's a quick stretch, but that's really what we have for you guys today. If you have a foam roller or anything like that, you want to spend some extra time, I would absolutely recommend that. But that's going to be what we have for you all today. Thank you all so much for coming on in today. My name is Coach Christian, and this is Coach Heather. And we thank you so much for working hard with us today, and we will see you on the next Coach Care Connect Daily Virtual Workout Team.